What's going on, everybody? This is Cody from the Ink Shop. Very special episode today. I have my first road trip heading down to Cleveland, Ohio as we speak to interview Jayvon. Jayvon, can't wait to tell you guys about his tattoos and the stories behind them. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, welcome to the Ink Shop.
My first tattoo was the cross. There's cross now that's covered up, but with a crown on it, a 5-point crown, which wasn't smart at the time. But I was 16. Thought it looked cool because my dad had like a bunch of tattoos with crowns on them, lions, whatnot. And I thought it was cool, so I got it at 16, and turns out it was gang related, so I had to get it covered up, hence the wolf on it. The reason I got this cross with a crown covered up was because I got racially profiled at this Army recruiting center. They pulled me into a room because I told them about the tattoo, and they pulled me into a room, him and one other dude, and started talking to me about it and asking me where I lived, what ethnicity I am. He's like, "You're Hispanic, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm black and white too." And he was like, "Yeah, Latin Kings." Like, I was automatically in Latin Kings because I had a tattoo, which would make sense. I look Hispanic, whatever. But yeah, he said a bunch of things that was like I didn't find right, so I never went back there. But I did end up getting this covered up that same day. I got in to get this covered up because the tattoo artist happened to have a no-call, no-show. So he actually could fit me in, and he ended up covering it, hence having the wolf. You can kind of see it sometimes. Like right now, it's kind of raised. But, you know, whatever. My favorite tattoo. Probably this one on my chest. God gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers. And I believe it. I put it over my heart because I believe in it. Because I've been through a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got. Least favorite tattoo? No. I mean, I guess the one that's covered up is my least favorite just because I had to go through that situation because of it. Because I was 16 and being dumb, thought it was cool. Gang-related tattoo, not cool. I had to find out the hard way. So, that's probably it. Definitely look into the tattoo you get, because you can go through some BS if you get the wrong one. And on top of getting that wrong one, for instance, I went to Florida, and the manager at the Five Guys that I worked that I ended up being best friends with later, he was a blood, and he like G-checked me. G-checking is like him trying to be like him, like seeing what gang I'm in, what set, blah blah. And I got G-checked by my manager at Five Guys. His name is Trey. He don't really care if I shout him out. But his name's Trey, and he was like, "You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a blood and you're a Latin King, and we don't like each other." So he was like, "You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh," and I had to explain to him that I'm not no gang, and like I didn't want no smoke. And like he was kind of like a smaller dude. He's a smaller dude. He's like 5'8", but small though. But he's tough. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he G-checked me. So that was kind of crazy. So yeah, make sure you look into what tattoo you get and just believe in it. Because I believe in all my tattoos, except for the one that's covered up. But that's why it's covered up. Somebody that I want to shout out, my cousin's business, White Glove Detailing. His name's Matthew, and then his other boy that's in on it is Miles. They've been best friends for years. They got trying to get something going. Shout out to them.
And there you have it for this week's episode of The Ink Shop. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jayvon, for being on and sharing your stories with us. It's probably one of the craziest stories that we've heard on the show so far. So thank you for that. Thank you for opening up to us. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I will also include the link to the business Jayvon was talking about near the end of his interview. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been The Ink Shop.
Cover up was a panther over top of Yosemite Sam, and then I covered that up.